And did you breathe a sigh of relief last midnight? Well, be honest, because we're probably weren't the only one. Although the problems we faced in 2020 are far from over, the stress of the year caught up to us. As 7 News anchor Katherine Guyon shows us, it's one of the reasons why 2020 was one of the worst years in history.
It's so impactful. It's so intense.
And maybe one of the most traumatic we can remember. But it's not just the global pandemic. 2020 brought moments the world has never seen before.
It's very rare that we see this combination of both huge economic stress, the political stress of an election year and a particularly divided country.
It should be something that actually people had a perception that perhaps this was going to change everything. Perhaps this society would never be the same again.
That's how the year we can't wait to forget landed itself in the top 10 in a new study by the self-therapy app Bloom, which had historians around the world rank the most stressful years in history.
On 9/11, over 3,000 people were killed across 3 sites of terrorism. We're currently losing about 3,000 people a day in the United States.
2001 made the list, as well as other years that saw mass loss of life, like the peak of the Civil War and the Spanish flu in 1919.
It mimics it quite closely. We saw this need to mask up even 100 years ago, the idea that you need to stay home.
While 2020 may be over, the stressors of the year come with us to 2021. So there's no telling how this year will turn out. But here's hoping it's less stressful.
And it's also a little bit too early to tell what the both the medium and longer term consequences are, say in terms of the economic damage, or perhaps in some countries the rise of extremist political movements.
This thing that we've never seen before will have an incredible impact on the culture moving forward.
I'm Katherine Guyon, working for you.
Katherine, thanks. Also making the list were 1968, which was the year Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. were assassinated, and 1929, at the start of the Great Depression. If you'd like to read this full list, visit our website, WTRF.com.